The US effective federal funds rate unchanged at 3.64%.
Low impact news event CB leading index month over month.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
Iran mission to the UN says Iran stands ready for dialogue.
What exactly is AlgoBox, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Oathroom
says that if pushed, will defend it.
Enigma long on the GC2. Enigma long on the GC2.
All right, how about now? There we go. All right, mic check, mic check. That might still be a little hot. Hold on. All right, how about now? Let me fix something there with the sound here real quick. All right, how about now? Let's add that mic to around 90 there, and hopefully that's not clipping. Good morning, good morning. Don't forget, trading is risky and all that business. We've got about 30 minutes to the US Open. Let's go. All right, don't forget, trading is risky and all that business. Speaking of business, don't forget Bootcamp. 8 videos there on our website, top right of the screen here. You can get that bootcamp at no cost right now before it goes behind the client portal at about a 2.5 hour long conversation with our Nova design team on the website for the client portal, and some other changes there around the GUI interface. Hopefully you guys are liking the new layout of the website, algoboxpro.com. You can get training for free. Just click on training there at the top to go through the 8-day boot camp while you are doing a 2-week free trial for those of you guys who are new with us to figure out what we are doing here. Speaking of what we're doing, make sure you take a look at your cheat sheets right there. If you are new, you'll come in with a 5-chart layout. Reading left to right will teach you how to go top-down analysis, high time frame down to low, looking for high time frame opportunities, lower time frame risks, or you can go to the lighter workspace there with the 3-chart flag layout, and we'll be going over some of that. I've got the entry chart right here, and let's see if we come back to this layout here. This don't be overwhelmed. This is 2 of the main charts here for our primary filters. Right before I'm about to press the enter button, I've got a couple things that my eyes want to draw to. It's going to be right here. I'm going to set this chart, take it off of always on top so I can draw on it here. I kind of care about where we're sitting in here. These places outside of this little yellow zone here is where I want to be taking the best trades. If I can catch plays outside of that fiddle area, we call the fiddle zone, I want to be looking there. If I am going to be taking a play and it happens to be a perfect play and we're inside of this zone, I need that little arrow with me. Okay, right now you can see the most recent arrow is a red arrow. We've got a 2-step filter system. Real easy. Everything we do here is very technical. I want this and this to match up. That's it. See that direction filter off on the top left over here? I want that to match with that. That is 2 steps for the filter direction. And speaking of 2s, then we want 2 things for an entry. These are the entries. Each one of these entry styles here, some more popular than others. Everybody loves a good headshot. The supermoon, one of my favorites. HMD, another favorite. But each one of these has 2 components for an entry. Our entries are formed by a complex structure plus an RTOFA event. That's your 2. Everything is about 2. I did a walkthrough of 2s yesterday. We have about 24 minutes to the US Open, and I'm going to talk through the number 2. If you want to take some notes here real quick, I'm going to point you guys to some shortcuts. Who doesn't like shortcuts? Masher's in the house. Good morning, Masher 500. I see you there in the Discord chat. I'm going to type hashtag wisdom in the Discord, and I'm going to show you guys a place where you can get a whole lot of tips and tricks from myself and some of our other members right here, and point to one that we put in there yesterday. So you'll see some conversations getting answered there in our public chat, and you know, sometimes in a public chat, well, those things can kind of go by the wayside. So this is sort of a little storage bin for all of the tips and tricks and wise stuff that people have shared with our crew. Here's one from early this morning. If you are a person who wants to trade the MNQ, for instance, so you want to trade the micro of the NQ, there's a tip by Don. He went through and did a whole little walkthrough on how he has the NQ, which is the most important for your information, and how to feed that to MNQ on our charts, executing on either, if you want to do full auto, he runs the full auto side to side like I do here on the live streams there on the Enigma. So if you wanted to take the information from the NQ when you get an Enigma signal and you want to execute it on the MNQ, here's a walkthrough. So things like that will be stored here alongside our documentation area. But this is some quick tips and tricks area. Here is a lengthier one here around the number 2. What is the whole 2 thing? 2. Standard operating procedure. I want 2 trades here to get winner, chicken dinner. So WW. After my 2 wins, I can be done. One of those things that we have, I think, the most difficult time as traders is knowing when not to trade. It's easy to know when to trade, whether you are a crazy levels trader or playing support and resistance, or you want to play market profile, whatever. You are using something to indicate what gives you your information to make an entry, and you know what those are. However, filtering is knowing when not to trade. Well, why is that set up right now? You're not going to take every single play setup that shows up. So what's your filtering mechanism? Knowing when not to trade. I liken it to a salesperson. If you're a salesperson, has anybody been around a pushy salesperson? Everybody knows nobody likes a pushy salesperson. Nobody wants to be like the guy who comes in the door. I still remember I went to my wife and the kids were walking into a furniture place, especially when I got all four of the kids with us and whatnot. Last thing you want is a pushy salesperson trying to like, oh, why don't you buy this? Oh, how can we help you? Oh, you want to buy this? How about this? Oh, wouldn't this dining room table be nice for you and your children and your wife? And oh, how about this one? You don't want that, right? I feel like that's kind of us when we're coming in here to trading. Don't be the pushy trader. Ooh, write that down. Don't be a pushy trader. You don't want to be a pushy salesperson. You're not going to be successful as a pushy salesperson. You're not going to be successful as a pushy trader either. Don't try to push the trades. Mentally, come in the morning. Literally, first thing, if you want to draw down or pull down your mental anxiety of as you approach the charts, one thing, start with, I only need 2 trades here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, that's if you're sizing appropriately. If you're not sizing appropriately, if you get 2 wins and it is not going to satisfy your personal profit needs, like if your requirements for life are you need $300 a day, like you're like, I need to live on $300 a day, and you're over there, you hit 2 trades and you made $150,
touch NQ on the third.
Then you're not sizing appropriately. Maybe you're using the micros when you should be trading minis. In my opinion, I believe that 2 trades should get you to where you can put chicken dinner on the table. That's why I say winner, winner, chicken dinner. Easy one to remember. And somebody else coined the phrase. So we're just borrowing that phrase and going, okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner, 2 trades to start. Now, with those 2 trades, let's go to the next thing. Don't face the day trading about trades that are going to show up, how you're going to take them. We talked about that. Mentally, just remember, simply focus on the 2 trades. We just talked about that. Take a breath. Do you feel the relief of considering just 2 trades now? Great. Okay, here's the rest of the 2s. In 2s, there's 2 sides. Pick one. Bulls and there are bears. Bulls make money. Bears make money. Pigs get slaughtered. Okay? Pigs, don't be a pig. Don't be like trying to take every single trade. Don't get piggy. Don't get over anxious about taking the next trade. Okay, that comes to that whole 2 trades thing. You should be in and out and done, and then pick a side. This will literally relieve 50% of your anxiety because the markets either go up or they go down. This whole nonsense of people are like, well, sometimes they go sideways. No, they don't. At some level, you can get down to the 1 second chart or the 1 tick, 2 tick chart. The market will tick up or tick down. It's always going to be going up or down. It can be completely still, okay? But that's not sideways, okay? The only 2 directions it goes is up or down. Pick a side. Be a bull, be a bear. Be really good at the bull side or be really good at the bear side. You can do that. You don't have to. Again, with our system, we'll filter direction and you can pick. So let's talk about that. Direction filter. I kind of just tapped into it just a minute ago. 2-step direction filter. Okay. What are those? The nerd and the arrow. What's the nerd? NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That is the nerd. Those are the 4 correlated instruments that most traders are trading if you are on futures. Now, again, not applying to stocks, but the nerd plus the arrow. This is a way that we relieve that. These 2 powerful things will get you on the right side of trades the majority of the time. And we're all about stats. Okay. If not, just sit and know, okay? There are times when not to trade. Somebody said the other day, when this happens and this happens, I'm inside the gold zone. I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's neutral, and I don't know what to do. Okay, this comes from that whole factor of like, well, there's a person in the furniture store. Oh, well, I'm a salesperson. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? The person's not ready to buy yet. Yeah, they walked in the store. They're getting ready. They're thinking about their purchase. Same thing as you as a trader. Relax. You don't have to take a trade all the time. This is one of the few places where less is more. You don't want to be that pushy person. Wait until the perfect play setup shows up. Okay, this will be comforting, reducing mental stress of nonstop questioning. Like you're like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? Don't worry about what do you do now. Wait for that sale to come up to you. Okay, wait for the person, the customer comes up to the bin and be like, hey, you know, I got a question around this table. Is this made of real mahogany or, you know, in pieces? Do you guys deliver? Great. Now's your time. Now's your time to execute. Okay. 2 pillars for the entry. We'll get to the entry part. After you've got your filter direction, what do you want for the entry? 2 things: structure plus an order flow event. 2s. You following? 2 things. Don't just trade on, oh, there's a cross, right? I've seen some new folks, even I think Joseph James and his crew over there, they're getting acclimated. They just kind of started into using our system there at the end of the year. So they're like 1 month in, and they'll adapt, they'll get in on these. But you know, right now I see them be like, oh, there's a cross, I'm getting in on the cross. What's the structure? Where's your major structure? Wait for an HMD, wait for a Fibelidot, wait for the event, wait for the ready DD, plus the order flow event. Okay, 2s. All right, what about 2 big deltas? We do this for you. The get ready. How will you know when to get ready? You can literally have someone walk up and go, okay, get ready. Hold your finger over the button. When is it? We have a ready up for that. 2 big deltas. Okay. Use it like a yellow light on the traffic signal. It's like, get ready to stop. Get ready, in this case, get ready to go. When the light is yellow, it means get ready to stop. In our case, when the ready DD shows up, it tells us to get ready to take action and press the button. All right. So here it is. Start thinking in 2s. Simplify it, and it will amplify your trading. Master it, and your P&L will follow. This is stuff that you will find in the the wisdom trading. Wow, did I just say wisdom trading? Wow, trading wisdom section. I need more coffee. That would be another thing to make sure you've got yourself in a good state there. Most important skill to increase gains is to learn when not to trade. There it is. Okay, when not to trade. Don't be a pushy salesperson. Don't be a pushy trader. Wait for the trade to come, as you've heard many times. Let the trade come to you. But with AlgoBox, we've got more powerful play setups. So just relax. Get ready for 2 trades. Let's go here this morning. It is 9:16. We still have 14 minutes to the US Open. Hopefully that is helpful to you. But head on over to the trading wisdom section. There's going to be a lot of things like that. We've got one with a bullet list here. There are some things I consider when moving to full auto. So people ask, like, well, when should I go to full auto? First, consider these possibilities. Completion of the 40-40-40 program. Make sure that you have actually gone through the 40 days of training, 40 days of quantity, then 40 days of quantity. I think that would be good. Personal reflection on how you're doing as a cyborg trader, what your objective is in no particular order. The strategy you want to use, what markets are you interested in, the time of day, the bar size, the market speed, day of the week, news events. Get those things in there. This is all the stuff that's there in the wisdom section. Now, on the documentation section as well, the tips and tricks area, if you're in documentation, you can come up here to the top right and search for anything specifically, but sometimes you're like, you know, I want all the tips and tricks. On the bottom left, well, let's say bottom left, but basically in the list, the last on the list is essential tips and tricks inside the documentation. So if you're starting at the top, you start with getting started, then you have fundamentals, then we go into the strategies, and then after strategies, you'll find essential tips and techniques right there in the documentation. And the 8-day bootcamp, we actually go through every single part of the documentation in just 8 videos. So hopefully that is helpful to you. 9:17. We have been on strong sell since 9:03 for the last 15 minutes. All 4 correlated instruments, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, have been on the sell side here. Let's see. We had a delta shift, double delta shift, moving down. Mega late Nate with a PRZ cross for the best short entry here. Looks like so far I would consider this one the best. Holding down to an opposing signal here. We're looking at about 125 to 160 ticks.
Respond to the US like never before if pushed.
Okay, a lot of saber rattling here this morning. It is FOMC day, folks. We want to trade towards the golden ropes before 2 p.m., wherever those golden ropes are. Now, this is the most right-angled market I have seen maybe in my career. where the market has just been on a upward march,
Lower bands.
multi-day, just slow motion, 3,000 ticks from bottom to top without looking back. On the high time frame, we have a couple of two-finger salutes now showing up in there. It is FOMC day, so fear of market conditions. I kind of joke about, not exactly what FOMC stands for, but my notes are: be fearful of the market conditions today. Higher volatility. Masher says prior high and prior low are going to hit a golden rope on the 89. Might see a reversal there. Maybe. Nothing is for sure. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that exactly. Right now, we're sitting on the top golden rope, right? Whether we break through it and go to the bottom one, my estimation would be that pre-FOMC, I have a feeling we will touch the second golden rope. This one is the 50. This is the 200. As much as we've been extended, I have a feeling there's a couple ways they can win there, is to get a deep pullback for themselves to make a run. And if someone has overbought and been buying highs, they can come back to boss man and be like, well, I bought the 200. No boss man's going to get angry at them for buying the 200 period moving average. But if they overbought or paid too much, that's where meetings occur, right? Meetings where they may not want it. Now, pre 2 p.m., my general rules for FOMC day are: I want to take trades in the direction of the high time frame golden ropes. They act like a magnet of safety for the big players, so they like to gravitate to pull it there. In a market where we've reached almost all-time highs, this would be another one of those where they might even push it purposefully down into that golden rope area. Now, do we really have to care? No. But people like the commentary. People want to go, well, what do we anticipate? Okay, well, I anticipate that, honestly, it doesn't really matter to us. We will still take our two-step entry system. We will take them in the direction of the nerd plus the arrow. For me, I am a bear. I've kind of chosen my side. I am more of a bear. The bear side is faster in general. Now, that's not always. I say in general because we have seen, I'm sure you've been around, especially recently, the buy side can be very fast at times. But oftentimes, it will just slow grind to the upside. I like things hitting and getting, right? Pretty quick. So I know what goes along with my personality. I want to make more money faster and not less money slower. Now, at the same time, you can make more money slower. You can, because especially in a bull market where the market has just been, you know, on the upside has been the default direction. Like, basically, there's a lot of, you know, newbie traders that think they're geniuses right now. Everybody's a genius in a bull market. Everybody's like, oh, buy the dip. You know, hit any down motion, I can grab a 50%. We'll call it the, what does ICT call that middle 50% thing? Some stupid name with encroachment. Like, why don't you just call it the 50% pullback? Or the midpoint. Good morning. Consequent encroachment. That's what it is. Oh, we'll call it consequent encroachment. Sounds way more important. Okay. Okie dokie. Everybody knows what a midpoint is, but you know, make them need you. ICT. Do it. Let's see. We work off simplexity. We want to take the complex and simplify it. That is what technology does. Everybody uses a smartphone because it's the smart thing to do, number one. Number two, all the complicated things that you normally do, if you want to carry around a separate camera and a separate phone and a separate calculator and a separate, how many other things does our phone do? Now they can do laser levels. You got phones that can read your heart rate. It's cool. One device does all these things. So why complicate your trading when you can have one thing to do a lot of things? He's saving up to buy AlgoBox. Well, speaking of saving up,
Lower band.
Timco, can you drop the 40% off code? We have 40 seats this week, open to the public. use code SAVE40 on the monthly plan. We never discount that monthly plan, but pre-February. So what we're doing in February, I will be doing a Apex and Funded Next challenge using our trade copier across 10 accounts starting on Monday.
Oil pairs gains as Iran says.
And we get a lot of feedback on, hey, you know, can I get on a monthly plan? Well, we'll go ahead and emphasize the monthly plan. If you would like to jump on monthly, you can do that. So the normal at discount is $333 a month. But with 40% off, you're getting it for less than $200 a month if you are one of those 40 folks. So use code SAVE40 while there are seats there. Let's see, is Timco online? All right, I'll put it in the chat myself. SAVE40. There's the code. Let's see.
Double Delta NQ on the 9.
So at checkout, just put that coupon code in there and you'll see the discounted price, and that will apply to all months. It's not just your first month, and it has an 18-month payoff time. So Vinny, is the 40% off only in the first month? No, it's forever. It's the entire thing. Yeah, let me show that real quick. We still have time. So for this plan, if you are heading over to the website there, this is, you know, everybody's like, oh, you know, I'd like to just get in on this. This is also, after 18 months, you own it, so you don't have to pay forever. So it is a lease to own. You can cancel anytime. There's no obligation to go for the full 18 months, but at the end of 18 months, you'll own it. So 40% off of this price drops at below $200 a month for the first 40 that use code SAVE40. So you'll select the plan, and then at the little checkout window there, I don't want to do that here because I think mine, oh, I know what I can do. I can do it in an incognito window here, and I don't think it'll show my personal info. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. So if you are on the pricing plan, select the plan. It'll take you to the checkout area. And then right here where it says add promotion code, click on promotion code here and type in SAVE40 and hit apply. Look at that, bringing it under $200 a month, and that will be per month. So for the first 40 people here this week, I'm sure they'll be gone before Friday. So make sure if you would like to join in on that, you can. Remember, it is cancel anytime, but after 18 months, you will own it for lifetime. You'll also unlock the Dream Pack. So on the monthly, normally does not include the Dream Panel, but at the end, you could pay off at any time. And that 40% does technically apply. So you could technically go, okay, for my first month, I'm paying less than $200. Then like, you know what, that next month, I already, you know, crushed it with the system. And so I've got the payoff amount. Let's see, 199 times 18. Alexa, what is 199 times 18? So if you were like, you know, I want to do a payoff, you can request a payoff. So if you've paid off your first month, then you take off 199 bucks from that. So under 3,400 bucks for total, and it includes the platinum level Dream Panel pack on the unlock. So you'll unlock that bonus at payoff. You can do it in the first month if you want. Anyway, pretty good offer there for the first 40 folks that want to take up on that. It works with Apex. It does. In fact, you know, we get that question a lot. At the same time, like, obviously I don't do a good enough job of this, and this is why when reached out to Apex if we could get some giveaway accounts, I'm like, well, you don't have enough people using your code. That made me so sad. Okay, folks, use our code. Help us out. Use code AlgoBox so that we can do some Apex giveaways. But yes, I do think Apex is the best. A lot of people say, well, what about the trailing drawdown? That trailing drawdown only applies up to the buffer. So we'll talk about this a lot more next month as we get into the month of February. Again, it is the shortest month of the year, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to take that time to come out of my normal accounts, and we'll do a 10x thing where I'll have to filter more. There's a whole set of different rules that apply in trader funding, as you guys probably already know. I'm new to this. What is Apex? So this is trader funding programs. So where you don't trade your own capital, you can start out with a small amount a month. Per month, literally. Like so. What's Apex offer right now? Usually about 80% off if you use code AlgoBox. And here, I'll show you their website.
DC.
Oh, sorry. Actually, right now it's 90% off evals if you use code AlgoBox.
DC2.
So this lets you trade with their capital. So in my opinion, the most popular is right here, the 50K account. Is that still right? All you guys are jumping in. I think that the 50Ks have the best value for the target and the drawdown numbers.
10 seconds.
All right, market's about to open here. We'll talk about this there at 10 o'clock when we go to our coffee break time there. Here comes the market open.
100 buy side, 10 minutes.
Generally, I kind of want to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes. That's just my standard operating procedure. Now, obviously, I say standard op because, sure, an absolutely perfect play setup could show up here and, change that. But generally speaking, I'm mentally prepared to go ahead and just go, all right, and let the first 5 minutes kind of shake out. And then I will look to hop in.
On the GC2.
Don't forget, those who have been around for a while, I have been on 4s and 6s for this lower time frame as I'm preparing for that February
2 Trump accounts.
Upper bands touch
Apex and Funded Next. I am working off of the 5 ABs, so something that has changed from our live streams. Generally, I'm on the 5. So if you're wondering like, hey, your charts are not the same as mine or something, I'm running on the 5s right now to prepare for the Apex Funded Next challenges that I'm doing next week on Monday.
NQ on the 5.
You agree about the 50K, Anthony? Yeah, 50K is pretty much the best. Marby Pro having data issues with Trade of 8? Oh, I don't know. Anybody else using the Trade of 8 stuff having issues? I have not heard anybody say. You're the first one I've heard anybody say there might be issues with Trade of 8.
On the 9.
Starbucks climbs 9.4%, the highest since March.
Trade of 8 is down. Oh, goodness.
Divergence down on the 9.
Okay, multiple people are now reporting Trade of 8 is down. So the official word, Trade of 8 is down. Timco, will you make sure and find out the details on that and put the update there in Discord for everyone?
Fib.NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5. Divergence down NQ on the 9. DCDM NQ on the 5. NQ on the 37. DCDM NQ on the ES1. Fib.NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ.
All right, hearing buyers all over the tape here. We're all up here approaching R2.
On the 37. Upper bands touch NQ.
Let's see, we have
Double Delta NQ on the 9. Double
some
Delta
sets of sellers in there. Nothing over 500. That one's 400. Close, but no soap. All right. Okay, come back to the nerd. Nerd is red. Arrow is red. $9:33, so we are 3 minutes past the open.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Yeah, your trade of 8 is frozen, Patrick. Okay.
Earnings from ASML and
Bummer.
SK
Well,
Hynix.
it might be good.
At 1% and Intel.
How I say good? It might be a blessing. It is FOMC day. It is one of the most volatile days that we might see, and we've got saber rattling galore. Let me read what I believe this was Trump having posted to Truth Social. This is the source is Trade the News here. I'm going to read this out. U.S. President Trump, a massive armada is heading to Iran. It is moving quickly with great power, enthusiasm, and purpose. It is a larger fleet headed by the great aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln. Greater than that sent to Venezuela. Like Venezuela, it is ready, willing, and able to rapidly fulfill its mission with speed and violence if necessary. What? Okay, anyhow. Yikes. Can I ask to change my Ninja ID if I change my TBC? Absolutely, Haas. Yes, you can change your machine ID with us anytime. It's free to change. We can change that out for you. You just open up a ticket on the left-hand side of Discord. We also have some of the greatest tech support, I believe, in the entire world. I have, been in the IT industry for forever. I'm 46. I'm super old. So you come down here to open a ticket. I wanted the easiest, most straightforward ticketing system that you could get. And this is so cool. No emailing back and forth, all that kind of nonsense. You literally click open a ticket. There's a button. I love it. You can click a button, boom, open a ticket, boom. You got your own little area here where you can have a communication with our Discord team. I don't say our Discord team, our, wow. I am tired. I gotta get this coffee going here this morning. Where our tech support team will reach out to you in your ticket, and then there's a whole little history of your conversation. It's all right there. You can screen share. We can share images, screenshots instantaneously. Not worried about, well, I gotta wait for the email, or did they get my email? Blah blah blah. Okay, bots are up 1,000, 1180. Okay, I'm gonna close out the bots here. Pressing flatten all on the bots. The bots are up 1,030. Let me show you guys kind of my process on that. So as soon as the bots hit kind of what I want as their profit targets, I hit that flatten all button, boom. And then I come here and I just disable the full auto by pressing the full auto button across all 6 instruments there. So across the 6 instruments, they're running the Enigmas while I'm over here gabbing. They put away about 1,035 across
lower bands touch NQ on the 30
that account. Okay, so I saw it cross 1,000 there, and so I'm gonna close it up. Okay, now I should be ready to be taking a first trade here. It is 9:36, so we're 6 minutes past. We're past that little 5-minute area. Looks like a nice, beautiful play right there for the turn. We hit the nerd red one time, neutral, back to buy. Now this way. I have a feeling we'll continue in when that goes red. I will have my finger over the sell button, hopefully finding us a nice, juicy play to go along with the nerd and the arrow. Currently, the arrow is green though. So my simple strategy here, I want the nerd plus the arrow. Right now, green arrow. So I'm not going to be a pushy trader. We don't like pushy salespeople, and we don't like pushy traders, right? We don't need to pushy the button. Just relax. Wait for a play setup. And then we strike. No problem. That is a power PRC cross, but we are currently green, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till we get a nice play set up perfectly. We have a power headshot here, so I could get in on this. Need an entry. Now we're neutral. Want to wait for that red arrow to show up though. We are in the fiddle zone, so I want both of those with me. It's riskier not to. And again, I am trying to prep up for February next week. I'll have to be way more choosy on my plays, playing with trader funding programs. Oh, was that yesterday he said that? I don't know. I saw it come across there this morning. JJ's room actually brought my attention to it. I missed that. He had said that. Is that something he said yesterday? That whole, we're bringing a whole armada over to Iran. Was that yesterday or today?
Delta NQ on the 5.
Okay, Super AO short, currently neutral.
Strengthened 0.19% versus the green.
Yeah, this might be the spot. That's a Super AO. That might be the reversal. Currently neutral. I would like to see red and red. I will enter in on a Seuss. This is actually another thing. Somebody had said yesterday they were way behind on an entry. And Plutonium gave some great advice to this person that was asking for some help on it. And he said what you should have done is waited for a Seuss for a re-entry. If you miss the play, then wait for a Dr. Seuss entry. How many of you guys know what a Dr. Seuss entry is? Type a 1 if you do, 2 if you're new and you don't know.
NQ on the 9.
There might be some folks who don't know. Let's see. I love seeing lots of ones. That means you guys have been following along. Great.
NQ on the 9.
So if you're behind on an entry, either one, you've got to really shrink up your target because, again, if a play is going to give you, if you're on the 4s and it's going to give you either a 20 or 40 tick target,
in 5 minutes,
and you're 10 ticks behind it, well then instead of holding for 20 ticks, you need to hold for 10, right? You gotta split the difference if you're behind on the entry.
2.25%.
Let's see. Do we have 9? We have 9:45 news. We do. Okay.
Says
We have 9:45 Red Star news and 10:30 news.
So currently
don't have 10
Governing
o'clock.
Council member Simicus in a economic stream interview.
Okay. We've extended up into it. I'm going to... Oops, I'm the wrong size here. Toe in right here. We have a level 4 here. 4 has been a nice number of reversals here lately. So tuning the AO on the 9s. Here's a cross. I'm going to add on the cross. Again, I'm on a slightly higher time frame here, so I'm actually looking for a 40 tick target or target 1 here. So yeah, 35. I will think about it at a 35. I'm looking for a 35 tick target on my plays here off of a 5s chart. Coming into a cipher right up here above us. There's my headshot.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Remember, I'm slightly behind on that entry on that headshot, so make an estimation around 35 or 40 ticks. High time frame. This is what's coming in right there. This always on top. So this play is coming off a high time frame opportunity, low time frame risk, stop over the cross right there. I've got a cross here I can add to position.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Here in buyers, again, I am against a few things here. We have moderate buy here. I have a red arrow. Oh, it just went green. Okay, so buyers stepping in hard here. Coming up fast.
Touch NQ on the 37. Double delta NQ.
Okay, there's my delta shift. I'll step in right there.
On the 37.
Come to my POE, I'll look to pull half. There's a cross, add on cross.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
Okay, there's my POE.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 5.
For a dot, I'm going to add on that as well. Feeling pretty strong about this because of all this coming in on the 9s. Came up fast, don't think it's going to last. This could be a very large play. If we come all the way down to 26255, could be a huge play here. Let's see. We got red arrow, but I don't have the nerd with me right now, so I know that there we go. We're coming back to neutral. Ooh, yikes. Big bright dot. That is a switch dot long right here. we start popping over this, I might have to start peeling some.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Okay, Enigma short on the 3s over there. That should help me out.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, we're right in front of news here. I hate it when there's 9:45 news. It's a weird spot. Normally we wait till 10 a.m. A little bit of a weirdness here along with FOMC.
Double delta NQ on the 37.
Delta shift coming in on the 37.
Double delta NQ on the 9. NQ on the 9.
Another one on a 5.
Double delta NQ on the 37.
Ten seconds.
Yeah, worst times at 9:45 news.
No,
yeah,
no,
I don't like it when it lands right here.
2.25% as expected.
Double
Bank of
delta
Canada
NQ on
holds
the
policy
9.
rate at 2.25%, matching the estimate.
Upper bands
Bank of
touch
Canada
NQ on
outlook
the
has
30.
changed.
Make it a nice even number here.
Unpredictable US
Enigma
trade
short
policies
on the
and
RTY1.
geopolitical risk. Bank of Canada set
All right, I'll
expected
be looking
inflation
for
2%
exits
target over the projection
on
period.
5s. Again, this play is coming off of the higher time frame here.
By AI-related investment and consumer spending. Bank of Canada reiterates that current rate is appropriate and conditional with economy evolving broadly in line with forecast. Bank of Canada says effects of tariff on US inflation expected to fade gradually later this year.
Kind of kicking myself for not taking that half on that first one on the POE because I could have added now, but you know, wasn't quite sure I was going to do that. We got a triple crown up here now. 1, 2, 3, triple crown. So
Bank of Canada said
another nice setup for what I hope is a reversal while he's talking through the news.
Bank of Canada inflation to average 2% in 2026 versus 2.1% forecast in October and 2.1%.
Still hearing buyers all over the tape here.
Changed. Bank of Canada says annualized Q4 growth seen at 0% versus 1% in October. Q1 2026 predicted to be 1.8%. Bank of Canada Q4 output gap estimated in the range of -1.5% to -0.5%, unchanged from October. And the Bank of Canada says potential output growth in 2026 seen at 1% unchanged and 1% in 2027 versus 1.3%. Bank of Canada says
Enigma
potential output
short on
growth
the
in 2025
RTY1.
revised up to 2.3% from 1.6%.
Okay, looks like ES is setting up for a big move. I see multi-cross. We got a cluster of crosses on the ES, so hopefully that helps me out. Remember, as ES points, so NQ goes.
3.2.
Here's ES.
October.
Right there, ES pointing down. Let's go. Let's go. ES, keep pointing down there, bro. Watch, all eyes on ES right now. There's ES all the way down to its bottom bullet rope. It might bounce a little up here, and then I would like to look to add. There's an Enigma. Beautiful. Got an Enigma target down below.
But we must honor its commitments.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Delta shift. Remember, we were looking for that 26,255. There we go. Beautiful. There's half off, and we'll close out the rest there. $24,000. Huge play on the buildup. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them sweeped.
NQ on the 30.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All sweep, 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 sweep. Beautimous. Red dot at the top with divergence. Full dropout. Using the news
On the feed
for the big move.
NQ on the 37.
Huge. Love it. Love it.
NQ on the 5.
Okay, that's trade number 1.
NQ on the 37.
Trade number 1. It depends if you want to consider the entries. We had 1, 2, 3. So maybe you call it 3 trades. It's really kind of up to you.
37.
You can call it 1 and done, or you can call it 3 and done.
Canadian 2-year yield erases decline after the Bank of Canada rate decision.
Again, the other thing that gave us that confident clue. Look at that. Double delta shift in there. Come on. Butamus. Butamus. This is the optimized range. 37 range was also
Lower
giving
band
us
touch NQ
that high
on the
time frame
37.
lay up there. Yudge. Get some 25K hype in the chat. Yeah, why not? Oh man, we are 400. Look at this. What is this superstition? $400 superstition sitting there staring us in the face for 25K. I got a $400 barrier to 25K. So you know, I'm probably going to give some of that up. Or can I just mentally think about this and just tell myself that I'm already up over 25K so I don't sit there and have to fight the $400 superstition? Anyway, all right. We'll see. I'm going to put the superstition buster on. Now, those of you guys who are new with us, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you've been around a while, you know what I'm about to do. All right, I'm going to grab this superstition buster. This is called the tiny superstition buster. Now, not that that works every time either. In fact, the markets, for whatever reason, when I'm $400 away from a mental target, there's just this thing. It's almost like, it feels like it's a jinx. Now, I don't know if I've done it to myself or it's an actual thing. It feels like it has been an actual thing where I'm $400 away from a major target, and next thing you know, like I'm giving back way more than $400. You know, I have gone into significant drawdowns into my P&L on these just many times. Something about that $400 superstition. I don't know if it's because I just like, I'm so close that I just kind of don't care, or I just get like, okay, I'm going to take that. Here it is. Here it is. It's a mega late Nate. Let's see if it's going to bork me. I'm going to stack 30. Nope, look at that. Already taken it from me. Look at that. See? There's a perfect play. And then, nope, not today.
Target
all right,
filled.
adding again. Trying it one more time.
Target filled.
Trying it one more time. There, no, and still didn't. I ended up losing on that one. Look at that. Still lost some money on that play. Couldn't get the superstition. It's there. I'm telling you, this happens almost every single time. I'm $400 away. Then a beautiful play will just like not work. Like that was a mega late Nate, a super mega late Nate right there. And they just, you know, there's some push that comes right through it. We have a 6.6 over here on the right. Okay, I am going to retry this one more time here. As soon as I get a Dr. Seuss, I'm going to try it again, trying to get my $400. But watch, just remind me later, like, Vinny, you know the deal, bro. You're $400 away.
Filled.
You know the deal.
Target filled.
It's not going to get to your target, bro. You know it's going to fight you. I'm using the stack 30 button here. Using the stack 30. Coming back into a Gartley. Look at this. Look at these buyers just all of a sudden just step in here. Oh, there we go. PRZ cross. Is this the one? Is it going to let me have it?
Target filled.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Target filled. Target filled.
Tiny superstition buster. Little tinies, but it's not enough because technically speaking, look at the draw. Look at the draw.
Target
Seuss.
Enigma long on the
Target
NQ3.
filled.
It's pretty much got to get all the way down there with those last 4 contracts. I'm watching the P&L. I'm literally just playing the P&L here. Almost to just prove a point. $400 superstition, and I will likely be giving back. Perfect play setups. If I'm $400 away, something happens. What is it? I don't know. What's our time? 9:52? 8 minutes from 10 a.m. It is a super PRZ crosshair. Oh, it's almost comical.
The Canadian dollar rises to a day's high, the strongest since October 2024.
Target filled. Target filled.
Okay, little tiny targets, but still not enough.
Target
It's still too far away. Where are we at? 23.7.
Double delta
Germany's
NQ on the
Merck
5.
says I have no
Delta shift. All right, come on, baby.
President Trump.
Delta shift. Give me a Seuss.
Target filled. Target filled.
Is it going to get there? 24.2, 24.3. Seuss.
Target filled.
Okay, are we there? 24.85, $200 away. The market knows. It knows I'm $400 away from a mental target. Look at it. See, it's like it knows. It knows. Oh, comedy, comedy, comedy. I wonder if the Superstition Buster ATM is actually my... there's a Seuss right there. Okay, we're gonna get this one. Seuss.
Target
I think those
filled.
targets are just too... they're just too small. It's not gonna do it.
Target.
It's not gonna do it. You lock it in. Okay, how much now? Nope, still at 23 now. 23.6. $24.2. Seuss. Oh my goodness, look. And more stop. I couldn't even move it fast enough. Oh my goodness. Hilarious. Neutral.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Seuss. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with the...
Target filled.
This thing is...
Target.
we're going back to nuns. Daddy's got to make some money. I can't mess around with these superstitions anymore. Alright, I'll bracket order it myself. Let's go. We're beyond superstition set, but the superstition just proved itself again. It's there. It's a real thing. It's nope, exactly. $400 away and another draw. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We've got a triple crown here. Delta shift.
Filled.
Oh, why are you putting...
Target filled.
What? Oh my goodness. Okay, I should be in 12 there. Okay, I forgot I had one sitting there. Oh, how many times do I have to... I don't know. I don't say I'd learned this lesson. This is a lesson learned. I'm just like, I almost defy it. I'm trying to defy it. I'm trying to just yell in its face until it has no power here. There we go. All the way to the diamond. That's 25 right there. That's 25K right there to the diamond. But, nope. And now it's 24.4, 24.5s. We got a Super AO long right here. I'm going to add to position on a cross. All right, 25.6. We're at the bottom of a bowl touch now. We have red and red. I'm trying to hold. However, holding to an opposing signal, that is an opposing signal. That is a Super AO long. Here's where we are. Okay. We're at the bottom of that bowl touch. I want to grab that and I want to exit it there when it hits. Well, I say when it hits. If it hits, because right now I already have something right in front of it. We have red and red. I am trying to just hold through it. It is red and red. Looking for some continued move. Maybe head fake, shake and bake. Give me my 40 ticks, bro. Give it to me. 40 ticks. Let's go. There's 20, 26, 30, 31, 36, 40. There we go. Get some more. We are red and red, trying to hold to an opposing signal. There it is. I'll take half. Don't bounce there. Give me a couple more ticks there, bro.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Oh, the comedy. The thing is, you know, look, we got a green dot right here. So you want to bet we get a giant launch off of that? Because of the, it's the $400 superstition. I'm telling you, like, it is just the way of the beast that it is. There we go. I'm gonna close it out and stop trying to fart around with this tiddlywink there. Luckily, we got a switch dot right there, and nice little push down there for us on the high time frame. Got my 25k bag. 25 plus 1. I'm sorry. Wow, it's 27. 27 plus 1. 28. Oh, beautiful. Not really beautiful. We got 30 seconds till 10 a.m.
Rise after the Bank of Canada holds rate steady. 10-year yield slightly up 3.4%.
Yeah, you saw that.
Double delta.
You will not be denied. I tried to deny it, but look, that was exactly what I'm saying will continue to occur with me. Like, what should be an easy bag, if I'm $400 away from a mental target where I have already done really well, I've been running it up, doing really, really well. Here comes that, and I'm telling you, I still think it is what we talked about earlier. Pigs get slaughtered.
Switzerland.
Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered, right? It's me being piggy because I'm like, oh, I want that extra $400. Really?
2027.
Does the market owe you that? No, it doesn't.
Swiss government proposes,
You know, anyway.
0.8% VAT.
There we go. A couple of trades in, somewhere in there, I'd say tricky along, and then we finally come out strong on the other side of that. Therein lies the $400 superstition. We did 20, like basically 24k with these two trades on a couple of huge plays there. Then $400 superstition kicking in, and then we finally break through it. I'd almost probably label this one up as the bonus there, so maybe unclick this one and go, all right, that was bonus, but oof, tricky. Did we get to 100 likes today?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Let me look.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
I mean, like 92 likes, y'all. When? It's so easy. You just come in here and you hit the like button. If we get to 100 likes, I stay. If we don't, then you just tell me you don't want us to hang out. Okay. I'll catch you guys this afternoon. We'll do a review. Don't forget, code SAVE40 only applies to the monthly. Save 40, first 40. That's literally, it's already programmed in Stripe. It says 40 seats. Use code save 40 on the 333. And I'll see you today. See ya. Thanks for hanging out.
Enigma long on the GC2.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because there's...
Wait. Somebody said we have 101 likes. Hold on.
Bands touch NQ on the 37.
Let me refresh my thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. I could be wrong sometimes. I mean, I was wrong on the $400 superstition. I might be wrong on this too. 101 likes. Hold on. My little thingy here says, okay, let me refresh. 108 likes. Okay. I apologize. And sometimes I'm wrong. I'm wrong. My apologies. Well, thank you guys for those 100 likes. Let's go. Are we hanging out? All right, let's keep going.
Enigma short on the RTY1.
It's currently neutral on the nerd. And green arrow. Well, that's not ripe for a red, is it? We have 7 minutes till coffee time. Cloudflare. Oh, it's a Cloudflare problem with Retivate. Workers rate limiting, maybe triggering below the defined limit. We're gonna resolve this issue. Okay, listen, let's put our conspiracy hats on. Do we think it's Iran? Do we think Iran is launching some cyber attacks, coordinating some attacks? I don't know. I just have this weird feeling about today. After I read that thing from Trump there this morning, saber rattling like crazy, saying there's an armada on its way to Iran. And he's saying that it will work swift and violence or something like that. Whatever he was saying. Talk a little bit more about prop accounts. Let's do that. Give me about 6 minutes here till 10:10. So at coffee time, let's cover that. What was the other question? Somebody said earlier we were going to talk about at 10.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
Alpha Prime, you looking for a short? Have you used CloudBot? No, but I watched a couple videos on it already, and I'm like, holy cow.
Fib.NQ.
Okay, there's a short. There's your short. There it is. You're probably, if you were wanting a short right now, there's the one. That's the Enigma. Stop right above the Enigma right there. That is an 11.2. Currently neutral. Potentially jagged on the tape here. But these buyers have been relentless. Enigma plus a shark plus a dot. You got a shark HMD there. We got the Enigma back behind it. We just now shifted to red nerd. There you go, Alpha Prime. That's about 50 ticks now. Let's see. No, 44. About 44 ticks so far.
Enigma short on the GC2.
Yeah, by the time it starts working, it'll be a small range of waiting for FOMC. Yeah. Cloudflare is down. Dude, crazy stuff. Joe Turn said, same here, didn't realize NinjaTrader account was connected to Tradeovate. Thought NinjaTrader was their own data feed. Well, they are, but NinjaTrader bought Tradeovate, so it depends if you got a Tradeovate account or not, which is, I know it's weird, but they own both companies, and then both of those companies are then owned by Kraken. Kraken bought NinjaTrader for $1 billion with a B. So bought all their stuff.
Chevron to increase exports of Venezuelan oil to the US.
NinjaTrader is a brokerage. I would only use NinjaTrader as a brokerage. I mean, I'm just being straight up about it.
Record stock run said
And
putting good.
I'm not an introductory broker. I'm no IB or anything. But I mean, if it's me, it's my personal opinion. What I would use, I would only use NinjaTrader. I would trust nothing else.
Best Sense says previous years stock performance doesn't dictate 2026.
But yeah, I can't make broker recommendations for anybody.
Best Cent on the US dollar says US always has a strong dollar policy.
Enigma short on the GC.
There was an AlgoBox for billions. I mean, if somebody came and said, "Can I buy AlgoBox for $1 billion?" I mean, I would be dumb to say no to that.
Best Sense says strong dollar means setting right fundamentals.
Fib.NQ on the 37.
Rhythmic? Oh, hell no. No, hail to the no. I would never use a rhythmic connection either.
Two finger NQ on the 37.
CQG, baby.
Best Sense says if we sound policies, the money will flow into the US.
Now, mind you, I come from old school where rhythmic, you had to have like a separate installer running on your computer. I think they've fixed that now, right? Like they're not, you don't have to have their little separate interface or whatever.
On the NQ3.
And Best Sense says we don't comment on intervention speculation.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Bearcent says the trade deficit is shrinking
Enigma
and should
long
help
on
the dollar.
GC2.
I mean, it's you know, it's kind of stating the obvious that it's always good to have multiple options. So nothing wrong with having multiple options. I mean, I have multiple options. But you notice that when everybody else's stuff is going down, mine's just on. I'm just saying. But I got a good deal over at so and so's. Okay.
Touch NQ on the 37.
Okay. You saved yourself $3. $3. Wow.
US yields edge higher with dollar index.
Lower bands
after
touch
Bearcent
NQ on
comments.
the 37.
Brian, are you having issues or no?
Enigma long lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Yeah, you Money Badger says, yeah, my live CQG data is fine. Yeah. And look, I'm probably going to have these, whatever issues you guys are having, I'll probably have them in February because I will be using the trader funding program stuff. So, you know, I might be in the same boat with you. Although, I'll show you guys some tricks. You can actually tell NinjaTrader to use, I'm going to go to the settings on that. Let's talk about it. There's settings in NinjaTrader. Go to market data.
Lower bands touch NQ on the
Bearcent on the
37.
Fed says it's up to the Fed.
And you can set preferred connections.
Lower bands touch NQ on the
And
37.
Bearcent on the Fed says, I hope they will have a open mind.
So settings like this. So if you go in your market data area, so if you have multiples, I can set a preferred. So I will likely do that using my
US dollar run.
live data feed as my primary in my preferred real time. I don't have any of that set up right now, but when I go into the trader funding stuff, I will have primaries and secondaries set up so that I can get data from one and send to another. So
Fib.NQ
all stuff that we work in here beginning next week. Let's see, what day is February 1st? Is it
Trump?
Does it land on the weekend? Okay, February 1st is Sunday. So 2-2. Speaking of twos, on
On
2-2.
the Fed, it says Myron's term could continue and have not narrowed or expanded the chairman candidates.
Alpha Prime, did you end up taking that short? If you did, down to the blue dot on the exit, 147 ticks off of the Enigma holding to opposing signal there.
NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Still in a runner. Awesome. Awesome.
And Bearcent says we have 4 great candidates for the Fed chair. Bearcent on trade says no trade deal with South Korea until they ratify it.
What's today's date? 28th?
US dollar extends gains after Bearcent affirms strong dollar policy, last up 0.9% versus the yen. And Bearcent says, I don't make chair recommendation, just give options.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Okay. Oh, that's what we were talking about. So questions around around trader funding. Somebody actually had said, hey, so what is trader funding? What's all that?
NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
So
Enigma
at this point, like kind of I don't want to say everybody, but it feels like, at least if you're starting to watch any videos around YouTube, around any futures trading, you're going to hear trader funding programs all over the place, right? They're going to be talking about, you know, are you doing a 50K account? Are you doing 150K? You'll hear Apex all over the place. Apex is still, in my opinion, the best. They're the biggest. They have been around a long time. Trusted name. You know, you can, obviously everybody's got issues at some point. Nobody's perfect. No system is absolutely perfect. But these guys have been around. You don't have to worry about payouts, all that kind of stuff.
Disappointing.
With Apex, And Funded Next
US dollar
is actually number 2, and I think we had a little bit to do with that at some point, maybe. I don't know, but we just were like, look, who's stable? They came from the CFD space, so they weren't a scenario where you were worried about them like going under. Like there was a lot of these trader funding programs popping up all over the place, and you know, churn and burn shops, even that prop shop group. You know, I tried to warn people. Like I know the CEO over there, and yeah, we were not gonna
talks
just
are
saying.
coming up.
Yeah, no, just so prop shops out, literally just total rug pull on people. We had people who were owed $200,000+
on anti-US and
they rug pulled them.
Best on Canada Trade says in the
Yeah,
end,
you have to be with places that can afford to pay you. So anyway, Apex, we'll be running them, and Funded Next.
Enigma short
Best on Trade said would not pick a fight going into USMCA.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
So we'll talk more about their plan here. Use our link to get there if you would, that would really help us out so that we can do some giveaways. We don't really hit enough numbers. Most of our traders trade live accounts. However, if you're going to start with one of these trader funding programs, Funded Next or Apex, in my opinion, those are the guys to go with. So those are the only two that I recommend. Trade Day is a third in there as well, but I will be going off of these two with my trade copiers in February. Now, I may fail these challenges. I'll tell you straight up. Like it could. I'm not used to these. This is a first time in for me. I have assessed. Like again, I have a lot of experience with the markets. Hopefully that plays as an advantage to me in these, but that also tells me like their rules up to the buffer, I've got to hit things that go straight to target. So I'm going to go up a time frame for my entry, and then I'm going to shorten my target inside so that I can kind of, I don't want to say lock in and guarantee, because nothing's guaranteed, but I'm trying to guarantee myself the number of ticks on one trade. It's going to be kind of like one and done, maybe two and done. Every single time. Yeah. Yep. Narrow Street guy. Ah, pop quiz. I wonder. I don't even know if you know this one, Don. Do you know what he was running before Neuro Street? You know that amount of history? There was a company even before that he rug pulled. That was his first go around with getting sued and things. He ended up putting the company in his wife's name. And do you remember the one before it? Well, I don't know how long you've been in trading. I think you might have. I don't know. Maybe you might know. You know what he was doing before trading? Eddie B throwing down 9K today. Well done, sir. Might have that in your database. Stand by. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you their initials. GZ. GZ. For the initials of his company prior to. Yep. Golden Zone. That's the one. Yep. Golden Zone Trading. Man, they're good with marketing. I can tell you something he's really good at is marketing. Trading, not so much.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Okay. Did I miss a question there? If you have a question, type it now. I'm gonna grab a coffee here and we'll talk some more around it.
And that can
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are kind of on this edge of like, you know, your system could go down anytime. I mean, me too. Like, I'm like, listen, I don't want to. If you don't have to risk it, you don't have to.
Enigma long on the
Eddie throwing down 9K today. Excellent work. He traded both sides. Look at that. He's got long side and short side.
yield last up 2.8 basis points.
6K on the long side. Oh, 6,800 on the long side. 24 on the short side. Very nice. Profit factor 6.57. Winners were 6.57 times the size of losers. Beautiful. Max drawdown 1,500. Excellent work there.
At 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the
Tiger
Bank of
and
Canada
Newsletter
press
press
conference and the EIA.
Having too many technical issues to continue. Technical issues. And he's up 10K on the day.
247 million.
Beautiful work.
Stock change was a draw of
Papa Dazzer.
2 million. Distillate was a build of 2 million.
8K on the short side. $1,000 on the long side. Excellent work.
EIA crude oil inventories forecast a build of
Whiskers. He got his bag. 940. Mr. 940 to 950.
2 million. With a range
8,400 on the day. Very nice.
minus to a draw of 3
Oh, we got a dipper.
gasoline inventories forecast a build of
Got it back to
2.5
green.
million. Prior a build
Excellent.
of 977 million, and distillate inventories forecast
Yes, don't forget code SAVE40
prior
is live. 40 seats.
348 million, and Cushing inventories
40% off of the monthly plan. We never put the monthly on sale, but that is going to apply to the monthly for the first 40 people who want to look it up. Again, we do encourage you to use the Apex or use the code AlgoBox for Apex and Funded Next. Use our link. Funded Next kind of it's kind of more difficult for their affiliates there. You have to use a link, and then you also have to use their code, and it's a little bit more difficult, but at least you don't have to worry about them paying out. Lucid won't let you close out. Oh no. Listen, you know, I hear good and bad things about Lucid. I was like, what's the catch? Okay, I figured out the catch the other day on that one, and so I kind of decided not to roll with that one. I think there was a good video on that one. We might play that one here while I'm sipping on a hot cup of Joe. See if I can find it.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Double Delta NQ on the 5.
Yeah, there's one here for Lucid here. So I'm going to grab a quick coffee here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about Lucid. So it's like, so it seems too good to be true. Sometimes it is. So there's like, well, we'll play it. We'll talk about it. Okay, let me grab that coffee here real quick, and quick break. I'll be back here in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Double Delta NQ on the 9.
We have posted the Bank of Canada press conference on the feed for those interested. The dollar yen rises 1%.
Enigma short on the GC2. Divergence down NQ on the 37. Enigma long on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37, Enigma long on the NQ3, Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower
In
bands
5
touch
minutes time, we
NQ
have
on
the
the
EIA
37.
crude oil inventories. Forecast is a build of 1.95 million. Prior, a build of 3.602 million, with a range of a build of 3.077 million to a draw of 3 million. Gasoline inventories forecast a build of 2.55 million. Prior, a build of 5.977 million. Distillate inventories forecast a draw of 0.25 million. Prior, a build of 3.348 million. And Cushing inventories prior a build of 1.478 million. And a reminder, we do have the Bank of Canada press conference scheduled in just under 5 minutes' time.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Low impact news event on the 37. Low impact news event crude oil inventories. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
One minute remaining. Might not be leading with crude oil inventories.
DCDM NQ on the lower 5. Bands touch NQ on the 37.
Ten seconds.
DCDM NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the
A
5.
draw of 2.295 million, a draw of 2.295 million compared to the forecasted build of 1.95 million. Gasoline inventories, a build of 0.223 million, a build of 0.223 million compared to the forecasted build of 2.55 million. Distillate inventories, a build of 0.329 million, a build of 0.329 million compared to the forecasted draw of 0.25 million. Cushing, a draw of 0.278 million, a draw of 0.278 million. We have posted the US EIA Weekly Petroleum Status Report on the feed for those interested. Now, shortly expecting comments from Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem. Reminder, we do have the live stream on the feed for those interested.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
All right. So let's talk about Lucid. How many of you guys are using Lucid? So there's going to be pros and cons to all these trader funding programs. Like there's going to be pros and cons. So you just need to know what they are. Let's play through this one. I actually forgot what their whole gotcha was, but this one kind of goes, okay, I was looking for it because I'm like, that sounded too good to be true. Let's play this one through here. Let's see if we can kind of understand what their pros and cons are. Yeah, and whenever they're fairly new, I'm like, okay, what's the backing? Like, I start with the, what's their backing?
US gasoline stocks rose in the latest week to the highest.
A few accounts just started. So I've wondered about that too. So the whole like hopping between trader funding programs, I don't generally think that that's a good idea. And that really just applies to anything in life, like being a jack of all trades, master of none, or master of one. And so master one thing. So let's listen to this one. I don't remember what he was saying around this one, but let's play it up.
You go black. How is that not premium? If you buy Lucid Black Eval, let's say you buy one on Monday, you're going to get your first payout on Thursday, and you can double that payout that next Monday. In a single account, you can get $4,500 in the first 6 trading days. I mean, so if you want to make more money, you go black. There's more, yeah, I mean, there are more hoops. You go black. If you guys want to make more money and get paid faster, you go black. There's more, yeah, I mean, there are more hoops. What if this was all a psyop
on the
to
37.
get people talking about Lucid and actually sell more Flex accounts? Maybe this was the
Lower
plan the
bands
whole time.
touch NQ on the
Maybe this was the
37.
plan the whole time.
Maybe this was the plan the whole
Today I
time.
made $2.3 million on trading gold buys, and I know, I was supposed to be done. How would I miss this? Bro, this shit was so easy. With this being said, enjoy
Double
the
Delta NQ on the 9.
Love you guys.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Important disclaimer before we begin. This video may or may not be sponsored by Lucid Trading. I'm not confirming that. I'm not denying it either. I'll let you figure that out once you hear everything I have to say. No affiliate links were harmed in the making of this review. No discount codes were deployed. No payout screenshots were submitted for approval. If you think this sounds like an ad, congratulations. You might be easily impressed. If you think this sounds like hate, congratulations. You might be emotionally invested.
US Brent
If this
crude
video
futures
feels
steady
too
despite
honest,
EIA
too
data
specific.
showing-
Okay, dude, get to the point, bro. What's the point?
Apparently I sold out
Enigma long
mid-sentence.
on the GC2.
Watch to the end and decide for yourself whether this was an
Fib dot
Okay, get
proceed
to
on
it.
the 5.
Weirdo. Okay.
This is Marlon's Reviews. This is not an expose. This is not a takedown. This is not me screaming into the void.
Double
This is
Delta
me
NQ
taking a
on the
position.
RCY1.
And just because it's not an expose does not mean you're safe from the savagery. Comments warm up. Let me get
US
this out of the way.
distilled
Argue
oil
difficulty
stocks rose in
settings.
the latest week
Like
to
this
the
is a
highest
video
since
game.
January
The plan
2024.
drama is loud. The finish line is quiet. Talk
Lower
about what
bands
happens
touch
when you
NQ on
actually
the
do well.
89.
We'll let you know. Not illegal.
Okay, this guy's all, you know what? Never mind. We'll find another video. This guy's freaking weird. This guy, what is it? Some demon worshipping weirdo? No thanks. Okay, I don't remember what their take was on it, but there were some question marks around it. Very weird, very cringe. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't realize it was like that. I think I had played through on silent, probably wasn't watching it, just listening when I originally listened to it, but let's pass on that.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Okay, but yeah, basically February, in a couple days here, I'm going to be running Apex and Funded Next accounts. Still can't close out on Lucid. What did Lucid support? How's their support over there at Lucid? I don't know. Have you had to interface with them? Are they pretty good?
US Secretary of State Rubio says NATO needs to be reimagined.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Starbucks shares pair gains, last up 3.5%.
Fib dot NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the GC2.
Whisker said, I'm struggling technically today. Trades are okay. He's up 25,000 I think you might be beating me
According to a
today.
poll, global
Well, no, I
economies
think I'm a little
grow
up higher than that,
3%
but that's
in 2026 and free spot
so one of our members
2027
saying
after
I say
rising
one of our
free spot
members.
2%
He's like a
in 2025 compared to October
an OG
9%, 3%
around here. Whiskers knocking out 25,000 on the short side.
The biggest downside risk
Enigma
to global
long on the
economic
GC.
growth.
I think he's a bear like me.
Says
I've seen him play both sides of it, but all bear side there this morning and 25,895. Struggling technically today. Just got actually curious. Struggling to make 25K.
Lower bands touch on the 89.
Pastor says, I just subscribed and on a 2-week free trial was the first step to learn your algo system. Interested in buying a system? Algo's the way to go.
Double Delta and
Yeah, 8-day boot camp.
37.
8-day boot camp, and it's currently free on the website. Also, make sure you use save 40 this week. Once those 40 seats are gone, they're gone. So it's only 40. So, but you can use it on this lease to own. After 18 months, you own it for a lifetime, and 40% off of that brings this price lower than $200 a month for 18 months if you want to get that. And it also will unlock Platinum Dream Panel on payoff. And you can pay off at any time. You don't have to wait till the very end. Select a plan, put in code SAVE40. All one word. Save 40. 40 seats. Save 40.
Fib.NQ
This week, good through February 1st, or 40 seats, whichever one comes first. And so if we click right here for the boot camp, welcome to boot camp.
Enigma short on the
8 videos to learn everything. We literally cover every part of the documentation. This is the fast track. Now we go deep dive. Once you purchase, when you do purchase one of these, you will get access to 100 videos. I think it's actually like 111 now, like 111 or 110. For the deep dives into individual components of that. And of course, you can refer back to the documentation itself, and each section has its own set of videos if you need to go back and review something. Or during that program, you will learn that I kind of teach it that you should
Double Delta NQ on the 5.
make 4 or 5 of those strategy entries your own.
Bands touch NQ on
So
the
if you
89.
go to the cheat sheet for your entries, you kind of start here going, hey, you know, what do I want to look for on my chart? Oh, that looks cool. Let me give an example. So on the cheat sheet here, you're like, you know, I really like, look at that Super AO. That's one of my favorites. See that second one on the list there at the top? Super AO. You're going to see me take a lot of those on the live stream. So another one of those where you might, you know, go with that one simply because you see me take it so often. And maybe you like the 3 chart layout. Be like, you know what? I just want a 3 chart layout. Drop the nerd over on the left. What's the nerd? That's this NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. Now, you don't have access to this during your 2-week free trial. This is the only thing that we now have. We have this behind a paywall. We had a lot of problems with a lot of freebies hanging out in our Discord just here for the nerd. And, you know, we're looking for a commit, right? We want people to commit to the system, use the system, and go. So anyway, we had to make that decision somewhere around there. But this one's not available during the 2-week free trial. But once you have this, you got the crutch too. I don't want to call it a crutch. It's more like a superpower. Knowing where the nerd is at any time. Correlated instruments, knowing which direction the tide is going across all of them. No connection issues, just me being okay. No worries. Well, that's good. So no technical issues, and we're rocking 25K, Whiskers. Awesome work, sir. So yeah, getting started, that'll teach you everything. You'll learn what those are. Let me show you one of the videos
Divergence
that this is one of our most recent ones that got dropped. We have a video editing team does a really great job making videos that I can't make. I'm no video editor. But if you click here on videos, the most recent one, this one, Flowmaster Enigma. Let's walk through this one. Talk about a video that's not all weird and cringe. Like we started doing that other one. I apologize for didn't realize the boogeyman was going to be so weird in that video. I thought, oh, here's talking about the lucid stuff, and it was like, whoa, dude, this video is not lucid. Felt a little bit weird even starting it up. Okay, so let's go play this one here. This is the Enigma strategy and the type of training that you'll get with us.
Looking to uncover subtle yet powerful shifts in market momentum? Let's dive into the Flowmaster Enigma, an advanced real-time order flow analysis tool within the AlgoBox system. The Enigma analyzes order flow data instantly, plotting visual markers that may highlight where buyers or sellers are gaining strength, potentially signaling upcoming price moves. The Flowmaster Enigma stands strong on its own and includes several features designed to support your analysis and risk management approach. Target lines, labeled ET for Enigma target, can be automatically plotted on your chart, defaulting to 20 ticks from the signal origin.
So I wanted to cover that real quick here. So while our default is 20 ticks, designed for a lower time frame, you guys have seen me kind of come up to higher time frames now, and I am running on the 5s. That first target might be like a 50, but I'm still leaving them at the default. Oops. Confluence level. Well, I thought I could do that. Okay, there we go. So the default ET20, you can change that. We can change that to ET40. In fact, I should probably do that. I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to go into my indicators, right-click, indicators. And market's moving a little slow right now, so I should be fine here. Normally, again, don't make these changes when you're connected. In general, do as I say, not as I do. Okay, don't come in here and make changes if the market is hot. Okay, it could lock up on you. But we're going to make this change. Let's go to, what are we doing? Enigma Platinum. There we go. Enigma Platinum. And over here on the right in the settings, I'm going to go to check cross threshold. We're looking for Enigma target. There it is. Okay. So the Enigma target line, we don't have to have it. You don't have to draw that line if you don't want to, but if you do want it on, you can make sure it's selected on. And then we can change that from 20
to Fed's independence.
Let's say that I want to hit I want 35 right now. Now again, I may hold it out to 40 and I have my tick counter for that. But I'm going to set it at 35 for an initial target because oftentimes I may not be right on the entry. So there we go. So now my Enigma targeting lines won't be 20. They will be 35 because I'm on a higher time frame. So again, that is the ET, that's the estimated target or the Enigma target. So we did ET to stand for both estimated target or Enigma target, all right? You'll hear me interchange those and say them both. All right, carry on.
To 20 ticks from the signal origin. These serve as reference points rather than guarantees of price reaching those levels.
Macklem says
Stop loss placement is typically positioned behind the back of each Enigma signal, though individual risk tolerance and account size should be considered.
Okay, so your stop on an Enigma
double delta NQ
behind the dot. So people ask sometimes, do I put the stop behind the dot of the Enigma or behind the number? I mean, it's up to you. Your risk tolerance is up to you. For me, the back of the ball, right? So we have 4 stop types now because we include the triangle as well. Dot box cross used to be dot box cross only. There is another shape now. So basically behind shapes. You could say behind shapes or behind a text to really simplify it. But we have our triangle. So here's an example here. So if I were taking this divergence long, stop goes underneath the triangle. Okay, so there's a little triangle in there. See that purple triangle? Same thing right here. Stop behind the triangle. Same thing right here. Stop above the triangle on a short, right? So this one, depending on whether you're taking the target on this one stopped out here as price went back behind the triangle. So dot box cross and now also triangle. So there you go. Carry on.
What distinguishes the Enigma from other order flow tools is its sophisticated color coding system with optional MAC-VU filtering, power level grading, and adjustable confluence levels. The color coding delivers instant visual context. In its original configuration, green may suggest bullish pressure, blue a potentially stronger buy signal, red may indicate bearish pressure, pink a potentially stronger sell signal. When MAC-VU filtering is enabled in the settings, the Enigma's color coding adapts to align with MAC-V.
Now, let's talk about this. MAC-VU filtering. If you are using the MAC-VU filtering, basically only showing you Enigmas in the direct, well, you can do both. You can do color coding, or you can do just straight up filtering on these where you'll only show one or the other. This requires a lot more horsepower. Listen. If you're going to turn this on, you're turning on beast mode, okay? MAC-VU is going to take into account 4 correlated instruments. You will have 4 data feeds now pulling into your Enigma. It is no small feature, okay? This is pulling in all the details that are literally this, just to generate this. This is running on its own server for us. It's being put into the Discord room. But to be able to generate that, it's going to be running local to you, and it's heavy, okay? It is, so I don't recommend putting this on unless you really, you just like, hey, you want to go all in on this and maybe don't have the other charts on, or you need to have a, you know, pretty much a high-end machine to be able to do this-ish, or if you're having issues, just know that it might be MAC-VU filtering. It is a boss, okay? So just keep that in mind if you're turning this on. It's an awesome feature, but it will cost CPU.
Ultimate strength levels and directional colors, potentially filtering signals to broader trend momentum while reducing chart noise. The power level grading, displayed as a numerical value alongside each Enigma, provides insight into the signal's strength. These power numbers range from 0 to 20 and beyond, with readings above 20 representing the strongest signals. Higher numbers could potentially indicate exhaustion points where big reversals might occur. The confluence level setting allows you to adjust signal sensitivity. These range from L1 to L4. Lower levels, L1 or L2, might produce more frequent signals that require additional discretionary filtering. Higher confluence levels, L3 or L4, may demand more confirming factors before plotting a signal, which could result in fewer but potentially higher quality Enigmas appearing on your chart. Note that these color thresholds and confluence levels should be calibrated for each specific instrument and trading session you're analyzing. When integrating the Enigma into a complete trading approach, consider pairing it with complementary AlgoBox indicators. Combining the Enigma with tools such as the AudioBox, MAC-V histogram, and Ultimate OBOS divergence may create a multi-layered framework. For example, the AudioBox provides critical confirmation. When audio and Enigma signals align, it may...
Okay, now there is a specific strategy around
US stocks pair gains, the S&P 500 flat, and the Nasdaq up 0.2%.
That our news guy finishes chat there. If you watch, there is a combo of AudioBox plus Enigma in the strategies. So we literally call it the Enigma AudioBox strategy, combining these two. If we have the MAC-VU against the Enigma and the AudioBox also goes with the MAC-VU, we actually go in the direction of the audio cue. So pairing these two together is a very strong targeting system, and we kind of reverse the entry in a scenario like that if the AudioBox is going against the direction. So for instance, if that came in with a red Enigma, but I'm hearing clacks as we get right here, higher pitch clacks, and the AudioBox is to the long side, hearing buyer step in, you'll hear that popcorn sound on the tape, then I actually want to go long and target. I've got two targets, the back of the ball and the back of the number. And oftentimes that can be 30 to 40 ticks to the backside of that as well. So go with the audio cue in general. If you're writing down notes, just go in the direction of the AudioBox cue whenever you see an Enigma. That can be a great filter as well, because oftentimes it's going to tell you, again, when you're hearing those clacks or booms, that's big guys coming in on the tape, and that's what you're hearing.
May reinforce the setup strength. When they diverge, follow the audio box signal's direction, as it may reveal where genuine order flow conviction resides. Enigma signals within the MACV no-fiddle zone may indicate less reliable conditions where momentum lacks clear direction. However, when an Enigma appears outside this zone and specifically at a masher point, an extreme momentum reading on the histogram creates a multi-layered setup where both aggressive order flow and momentum extreme converge. Similarly, a red Enigma appearing specifically in an overbought zone or a green Enigma triggering in an oversold zone might represent confluence between order flow and structural positioning. The Enigma's power multiplies when combined with other key algo box signals, forming advanced multi-layered strategies for enhanced confluence in order flow analysis.
Bank of Canada,
For instance,
Governor Macron
when an
says
Enigma
recent
aligns
US
with a
dollar weakness
Flowmaster
is
cross
largely
or
driven
Alpha
by
Omega,
geopolitical
it may
events.
create a momentum-driven setup like the moonshot, where the Enigma's pressure is followed by a cross, potentially highlighting explosive directional potential as order flow builds. When an Enigma
Rubio says we
appears
have a
in
good
close
place with
proximity
Greenland
to a
now.
ready DD from the Flowmaster Double Delta, it forms a supermoon entry strategy, a powerful combination that may suggest enhanced directional
And Rubio
conviction
says we have
when
a
both
place,
signals
a process
converge
in
within a
place
short
that's going
time
to bring
frame.
us to a good
When an
outcome
Enigma
for
aligns
everybody
with a
on Greenland.
DCDM or double cross double move during a strong directional move, this combination may suggest enhanced trend continuation. Traders should also be aware of the sweeper pattern, where price approaches the Enigma target but doesn't cleanly break the target, which may suggest a potential counter move of 20 to 50 ticks in the opposite direction from the target. To truly develop proficiency with the Flowmaster Enigma, understanding power levels,
So come back to that sweeper here. This is one where I may have our video editors come back and make this change here. On a sweeper, I need a 3-touch. So just because we come down and we pull right in front of the Enigma target doesn't mean I'm looking for that reversal. However, if we hit once, twice, 3 times, and we haven't, boom, on that first bar back up,
Macklem says
we end up seeing big moves off of this. Now this one was an example here where he caught a
target, which may suggest
move.
potential.
Yeah, so this one went straight up there. And I mean, we kind of, you could say, like a 1, 2, and a 3 maybe here, but not really. I really want to see on a sweeper where the prices come almost to that target and it's just going, and it's like really faking them out. Next thing you know, you'll kind of see some of these like fake, it did it, and we'll have big moves like this off of a sweeper. And the sweeper literally is a almost touch of that target. And I'm like usually holding out for it, and then I'll reverse and take that, in this case, a long off of that. Yeah, he's a really great editor. Stuff that, I just can't do. Beautiful work here on the editing of our videos for that.
Counter move of 20.
And we have this for all of our major strategies. I'll show you guys how to get to those if you are in the documentation area.
In the opposite direction from the target. To truly develop proficiency with the Flowmaster Enigma, understanding power levels, color coding.
Yeah, so each one of these strategies has a super high quality video like the one that you just saw right here for PRZ cross entries, for HMDs, the 3 wise men. You can head into our documentation area and get all of those. They're currently available on our YouTube channel, but I almost don't want to tell you that because it's going all behind a paywall. So if you want to grab those, go grab them now. They will all be behind a paywall
market replay provides
when we finish out our client portal.
Familiarity and refine your observations, fostering confidence in a risk-free learning environment without any live capital at stake. Ready to explore more? Start a free 2-week trial with AlgoBox to access powerful tools like the Flowmaster Enigma, and watch our 8-session bootcamp to master the complete AlgoBox toolkit. Subscribe today and join our live streams for valuable trading insights. See you in the next video.
So again, if you're getting started with us, hit the 8-day bootcamp. And then once you are ready, you'll go into our documentation area, click on documentation there at the top under resources, or you can head to docs.algoboxpro.com. Also, there's an AlgoBox GPT. Let's hit that real quick before we do that. So AlgoBox GPT, ask it your questions and, get answers. documentation. Let's click on that. We'll come here to the docs. And you could also get there from here. So if you type in GPT at the top here, you'll get a link. There are a lot of our links down here. If you go to links at the very, very bottom, you can go straight to those. I always forget to tell you guys, there is a quiz at the end of this to test yourself whether you know everything. I saw somebody the other day, they did the 40 questions and they were like, oh, I got 30 right. Well, that means there's 10 things they need to go back and look at. So if you go to AlgoBox Academy, you can come in here and under the Academy, you'll have, in theory, 40 minutes, 40 questions. We don't really time it, but everything's 40, 40, 40, right? This is a biblical principle of 40 days of trial, a lot of 40 scenarios there biblically, and it's good for life. So check it out. What's that? You should know. That's a headshot, right? So as you go through these, if you've been through training, what's this one called? Double dot, right? You should be able to answer all these questions. If you can't, there are exam answers down here as well. So if you're like, oh, what's the answer to that one? If there is, the quiz isn't here to tell you if you're foolish or not, or to tell you that, whether you got it or not. It's more the things that you should know. You should be able to answer all these very easily. These are not trick questions. They're just, here's your own personal test to go, do you know what all of these things are, type of thing. Some of these, there are text-based questions as you get down towards the bottom, like these, right? 300 BPM is the best speed for trading. Is that true or false? 300 BPM? No, way too fast. Okay. Now you'll know that when you go through the psychology module or you've been around our live streams enough. 300, like, whoa, that's super high. Now you may not know that right now. You're like, well, I don't know. What is that? BPM. That's bars per minute. Okay. And that's in our speedometer settings. All right. You'll get to learn all that stuff. Then you should take the quiz there at the end just for yourself, because I want you to lock it in. I want you to know the answers to these. It will make your trading life much easier, in my opinion. Any questions on any of that? Hopefully that answered your question on how to get started with us. Your trading video format at some point. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate that. Yeah, and so they're all like that. That's what I meant to show you. Forgot that. So as you're in there, how do you get to those various videos? So let's say you're coming in here to the 3 wise men. So 3 wise men, we get some visuals, and then we scroll down here, and here we go. You'll get your 3 wise men video right here with the cool
3 wise men potential
formatting
or
all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, one tick wonder.
Exceeds that level by precisely 1 tick and immediately.
High quality videos in every section during your documentation area. Right? The Enigma plus audio box, we talked about that one earlier. So Enigma plus audio box strategy, the actual strategy itself. We got the videos down here, walkthroughs. There's 3 different types of videos. We have me walking and talking through, usually the last one on the list there. And then our more professionally curated and created videos first. You'll have one that's oftentimes we're not completely finished out with all of them, so they're still working on these. This is like, for instance, you can see this one, lesson 43. This is a fast version. This one's probably like a minute. Yeah, this one's only 52 seconds. So we'll have a quick one. So it's like sometimes you might need just a quick brush up on. It's like, oh, what was this one again? Quick brush up video, and then the next one might be a little bit deeper dive, and then the third one in the list is going to be the most deep dive. So like me walking through stuff and examples might be 20 to 30 minutes on a particular topic, but this one's 50 seconds. Like, okay, give me the quick and fast version. You'll have that there first on the list, and then you'll have more videos as you go down there. Okay, it's currently 11 o'clock, so we are up 1,000 on the bots. I did 27K. Here's what the P&L curve looked like here today. Lots of our members did really well there today. Again, 2 o'clock is FOMC. Be careful of that. Here's what you need to write down if you are new with us this week, and this week only 40 seats. Save 40. Now, somebody asked earlier, what's the best discount? I think this is the best because you can pay it out over time. A lot of people are always asking, hey, can I get on a monthly lease to own? Use code SAVE40 and you can apply that to the normal $333 a month. Again, that's on discount to get $333. That is normally basically what everybody pays if you're going to do at least to own over 18 months. But if you use code SAVE40, it will be 40% off of all months. It's not just your first month. A lot of these places play these little games with just your first month. That will apply to all months. You're literally getting a different subscription where it will put it less than $200 a month if you want to do that. But 40 people, 40 seats probably going this week before February 1st when I start doing the Apex and Funded Next challenge. If you want to do that along with me, I will be there on Monday with those accounts. We'll be walking through setting up the trade copier to do that across for me. I'll be running 10 accounts on that. So I will see you there on that one, hopefully this afternoon, planning on 4:30, doing a review of the last 3 days of our trades. Going to cover every single one of those at 4:30 today after the market close. I'll see you then.